Hi friends, today I'm gonna draw a PokeBall. That I'm gonna fold that PokeBall also to make sure that it can open and close. And inside, I'm gonna draw a Pokemon, and it's gonna be Pikachu. But if you want, you can also draw another Pokemon, like for example Papio or whatever. And what you need for this lesson is, I'm using a marker, but you can use whatever you feel comfortable with, or to make it easier, and a paper and something to color with. And I'll just show you the colors before we start. So, first color is yellow, and the second color is red, third is pink. And if you want, and your pencils aren't sharp enough, maybe when you're coloring, you can sharpen them with a sharpener. And you can add a few extra supplies for this thing. Like for example, instead of coloring it, you can paint it or so. And now, let's get started. But we're usually not going to start with our markers or whatever we're drawing with first. We're going to fold our paper first. So I'm going to fold it upside down so that our friends can see it. But you at home can follow this video and fold it right ways up. We hope you're going to follow along with us. And now let's get started. First you take the up fold and then fold that down to the bottom fold. Put the two corners together. Put your finger down in the middle. Put your finger down. Then crease it with the other finger and crease the both sides on the bottom. Then you take that bottom fold you just did and you open it up like that. You line the two corners again and put your finger down the middle, and then you crease that part out. Then you flip it over and you fold this edge down to the bottom edge again. And if you have done it wrong, you can correct it with a few extra steps. Now done. Now again the side edge. And now you open that fold up again, what you just did. Then you flip it over and we're done. Now, this is where the PokeBall would be. And then inside, I'll just zoom it a little in so that our friends can see it. We're gonna draw below the up fold and above the bottom fold, because here the PokeBall will be, and so the PokeBall will be on these two sides, and if we go inside, then that part will go to the PokeBall. And we don't want that to happen, so that's what I was just explaining now. Now, let's get on with the job of drawing. Now, you open your marker up, or whatever you're drawing with. And you draw a circle, one half here and one half here. It's easier to do it if you just do one half first and the other half next. And if it's not dark enough, you can just draw on that same line you just drew. there. Now, we do that same step, but we're not going to make it that big again. We're going to go inside of that circle. Then you do the same circle right next to the first one you drew. And then you do 2 lines, one below the fold, one above the fold. Same on the other side. And it's okay if you get those lines a little near each other and get a colored line, because that's the next step we're going to do now. So, what I said, color the lines in. There. And here. Now, do this. And if it's too hard, don't give up, because you can practice this a little bit at home after you finish this video, and then you can keep on practicing and you'll get good at this. Because with practice, you get control. There. And we're done with our ball. Now this is what I meant, that the ball is here. And I'm just gonna zoom this a little in so that our friends can see it. We're gonna draw the Pokemon below the fold and above the fold, because if we go here, I told you, then the drawing will get next to the ball. So remember that. And this situation you may also already know before I explained this, but not before I made the ball, that if we go inside this part, it will also come out. And if you draw something in here, that will also be on the ball. So remember that, very important. Now, let's do this. Now, let me think what Pokemon I was trying to draw before. I said Pikachu, but I changed my mind. I watched that same video and I tried to copy it, but now I changed my mind to make a different one. So, now, I decided to do Tokidamaru this time. So, just draw a half circle or a U shape. If it's not that fat, just draw again the same step you just made. I'm going to tell that again. Oops, accidentally did go off the line. But if you went off, you can just pull that part in. And then let's make his ears. So, oops, I accidentally went on a wrong step, but that's okay if our drawings look different, because the most important thing is to have fun and to practice. Oopsie, forgot that step again, but it's okay, I told before. And now, Tokidamaru needs eyes. So we're gonna do his eyes. Here, and one here. And then we're gonna do smaller eyeballs. Up or bottom, it's okay. You can decide that. So I put them up because I'm gonna make him look happy. And which side is also okay. And now he's missing his mouth. But first I'll draw his nose. So we just draw a circle. Then we draw a line on top. And now let's draw his mouth. So we draw such a line. He looks sad, but we'll make him happy. So we just draw such a line to make him happy. He does look pretty happy. I'll just do that same step which I did once when I drew Pikachu. So I did just a line for his tongue. Now he's just missing two more things. I draw the first one to make it easy, but you guys at home can do whichever step you want, because that's okay. So I do the spikes. Now the spikes. So we do one over here, because he does have a zigzag by storing electricity. That is one of his powers. So one more spike. Then I'm going to do another spike. Okay. Remember, you can correct it if it's wrong or so. Then, now let's do his tail. Now, so I'd say I do his tail by the left side, but you guys at home can choose if you want to do this by the right side or the left side. So you do an upside down V or an A shape first, and then again that same step, but we're not going to connect into his ear again. So then we're going to do the rest. So this part I'm going to flip over, but after that, to make it easier, I'm going to do this. But after that, you guys, I'm going to flip it over again, and you guys can copy the step that's new. So now, I'm going to do that step. I'm going to do this. Then I'm going to do the same thing. There. Okay, so now what? One easy step. Coloring. Hold on just a minute. I just took two wrong. I just forgot to take one color. It's gray, but I don't have gray, so I'm just going to use a pencil to draw. But if you guys at home have a gray, you can use that. And now, let me think if I had anything else to... Oh yes, I had another step before that. So, you see that Tokidamaru looks finished, right? But, you see that big circle, that small circle is still white. That circle is full of white, only a line. We had to color that big one. And if you're using a marker, remember that you need an extra paper so that it doesn't go onto the table. Because one day I tried drawing with a marker, but my mom and dad forgot to remind me to put in extra paper. Then it all got on the table, the drawing. And now, let me flip it over so that I can check if I'm missing a few extra details. No, I'm done. I'm done. Now there's just one more step. Color it. Keep the marker off to the side. in that. I'm gonna color this. And when I'm done, I'm gonna show you it. And then at the end, you guys can pause the video to match the same coloring if you want. But if you want, you can even add extra details. Like for example, with the PokeBall, you could add extra small pictures of more Pokemons, or you can even add extra details or so. Now, let me get started. If you want, you can add lines with whatever you're coloring to make sure. Oh, I forgot one step. Didn't think so clear. That's the reason I'm forgetting steps. So we just draw his cheeks. We forgot to draw his cheeks. They're just circles, like Pikachu. Only they are full circles instead of half. So I'm drawing them small because sometimes when I go through with some color, that circle gets inside that color and then it becomes round. And I don't want that to happen. So I just decided to make it small and go a little near to the parts of Tokyo-Maru. Now, let's get started coloring. Continue coloring. And it's a good thing I made this. And if you guys want to make it easier, one Pokemon. Now, this is how I colored him, but you guys at home can really use different colorings. I even added extra detail to the Pokeball. It's this small white hole. That's a headlight that makes the Pokeball. Sometimes if you have no white holes, make it look shiny. I have white holes, but maybe if you guys at home don't, you can make this headlight by leaving a small circle, and then you can have white holes. I'd like to just draw one more detail to the Pokeball. And no one wants to. It's just to make it look more 3D. But if you guys at home want to do it, you can. And now, we hope you have fun drawing our Pokeball with us. Now we'll see you later, friends. Goodbye.